Hi, I'm Doug.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
Welcome to our channel.
Welcome.
We just finished talking to the Galactic Federation, and it's a really great video. So if you're someone who normally switches off in the first 30 seconds, I really highly recommend you sit through this and watch it. And if you don't have time, at least come back to it because it's very, very important to understand this. It's the best manifestation explanation that I've ever heard about the difference between manifesting from your true being compared to if you're just manifesting by default, through programs. Originally, the Galactic Federation spoke to Stephanie and I in our shop, and so we didn't have a video at the time. I just was using my phone, and they did a very interesting drawing that ended up looking like this.
They show it?
So that's what they came up. They drew a diagram the whole way, and they did explain everything, but it wasn't going to really work for a video to show other people, even though it made sense to us. So I did recreate their diagram in a blank form on the computer as a starting point for them to recreate the whole thing that they told us, which they're very happy to do, and they've done it very, very well, and it has ended up like this. So if you follow the video through, you'll be able to see Stephanie do that. So while we had this on the table, we had the camera pointing down from overhead so that you'd be able to see where the lines go and writing in the boxes and things like that for the explanation. But Stephanie's a little worried that sometimes her head gets in the way a bit.
Yes.
But it doesn't it doesn't obscure the information. She just thinks it's a bit distracting, so she apologizes for that, but for me, I'm completely happy with it because the information is there, and if you follow it through and manifest the way that has been explained in this video, you'll have tremendous results. I'm certain of that. So
yes.
Is that all? So I think we won't
Yes,
waste any more time, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Yes, hope you enjoy it. Thanks. We are the Galactic Federation of Love and Light. Welcome. This is a very interesting drawing.
Yes, I've redrawn what you drew.
Much cleaner.
Well, yes. I was hoping that once again you may be able to demonstrate the difference between manifesting from our true selves compared to from the human aspects. So I created this diagram as a starting point so you wouldn't need to draw it all out again. But if you could explain that, it would be really helpful.
Yes, indeed. We are very happy to proceed and answer your question using this drawing with the hope that it will be clear for your audience, for beings looking for answers on how to create from that love and light that they are.
Thank you.
We will say, we'll let the audience know that this instrument has her eyes open for the purpose, of course, of answering this question using the drawings. She's able to do so as she's connected to us, and there is not interference with the message, as her consciousness remains somewhere else, let's say. This is something that has happened with a bit of practice, let's say, as her surroundings are not causing distractions, or not as much. And if it happens, we'll let you know. Stop and start after a short pause. Is that alright?
That's fine. Absolutely fine.
We'll answer your question by saying you can. This is very nice, actually.
Thank you.
We wanted to show the previous one.
Would you like it? I'll get it for you.
Just to have an idea of that was what we explained.
Yes.
And for the purpose of course, answering the question in a clear way, this was made.
Thank you.
So, we are going to answer this question by saying that these that you see, these are layers. You can see them as layers of realities. That layers, the realities that you align to and therefore have your experiences on earth at this moment in time. These layers are created from different, let's say, energies or frequencies that you attune to, that you create, and others that you align to. So, this light, it is interpreted as the true being, let's say. Of course, it could be bigger than that, of course, but for the drawing, it is great. So you might well see this as that light within you. Not only within you, but that light that is you and that light that it is all around you. But we are focusing on creations. So therefore, we're keeping that light inside that body. Why? Because the body, it is your instrument. So this is the body. And this is the instrument where you are in. You can take it as that. Now, the red lines around your body, take it as the frequencies of those experiences that you have on earth. Experiences that you might not be aware of the truth within you, but you live your realities from that. That means your beliefs or values or thoughts about life or your purpose or anything you do and how you do and what you do it. Even if you don't know why you do certain things, but you just do it because you were taught that way or you learn it in that way. And all those things, therefore, are as even your habits. Anything that you are experiencing or that you have learned from your external environment or contact with other people, and so, let's say, and also that allows you to experience life from those frequencies that are from programs, as we mentioned. So you can see that red line as that frequency. Now, the blue circles are the frequencies or the energies of the experiences that all of your kind go through or experience for the purpose of having the 3D experiences, your reality. Food, all your kind who are in a physical body, experiencing the pleasure or no pleasure, if they believe so, of eating. So these are just some examples that all of your kind, regardless of where the awareness is at, or if they might not be aware of who they are, they experienced in this 3D reality. Nature. You experience nature, of course. Freedom at some at different levels, let's say, or perspective. Shelter. You live in houses. Doesn't matter how it looks or where it is. But you all at some point experience that, or even if you have no shelter, but you have the idea that shelter is required for a human being to also receive that protection, right, for the changes of weather, let's say, and so, and food, of course, because you believe that your body needs it. And therefore, that's something that regardless of who you are or what you have chosen to experience in life, you have that, you experience that on a regular basis. And of course, your human body, which is your human vehicle. All of your kind in this reality have a human body. Your concept about your human body will depend upon each being, of course. You see your body as healthy or ill. You believe perhaps that your body is strong or is weak, you see, or other things as well that we are going to discuss. So, by saying so, we mean we're going to say it in a simple way. This is you as your true light, as your true being. This is your instrument, your body that is allowing you the experiences of these blue circles. Some of the things that why you perhaps came to Earth to experience such 3D reality, to actually experience your human body, to experience the nature, the world you are in, to experience the freedom in this place, the shelter, food, and so much more that all of your kind experience in different ways. Is that clear so far?
It's very clear.
Now, how you are going to experience these things will depend upon your creations, upon where your awareness is. You can create your experiences, therefore, from either programs or from either your true self. And the programs represents these lines, red. And from your true being will be these yellow lines. So, the programs could be things that you have learned, that you know, and you might not question. And we'll say, therefore, that those programs will have an influence of different aspects of your life. And then from there, you're going to experience those aspects. One better of your kind experience, because it's the system that you use, is money. What else? Let's see. Well, we're going to start with that. Just give us a bit of time. She's getting a bit distracted, so we're just going to close her eyes for a little bit. Okay, money. When money is created from our programs, then you might you can actually notice, what do you think about money? How do you see money? Then you might have the belief. What are your beliefs about money? Am I someone who I can have money whenever I want or not? Does it come in a hard way to me or easy way, you see? Is it hard to have money or is it easy to get money? What are my thoughts about money? Now, what are your beliefs about money? I need to work hard. Something that we can get from these big minds is money, something that she has heard, doesn't grow on trees. Is that right? What else? What are your thoughts about money, or what could be there? Let's see. From what we are gathering these ideas from these beings thought that she had programs at some point that are not there, or just few, but also from the group consciousness of your kind. What thought, you might say, you have about money as well? It might come quickly, but it goes quickly too. Right? It's just simple. So now, this is you. And if you want to create money in your reality, for you to experience money, therefore, it's going to depend upon from where you are creating it. So if that's your programs about money, therefore, you're going to align that money with this layer as this red color, which is the frequency that you have gathered from your external reality, things that you have learned, and so and so. So you're going to align with that. Now, if you want, let's say, to create an experience, let's be more specific. You want to create an experience that it is something that requires a big sum of money. And then you have, from what we gather, let's say your car. Or something that you kind of might see as big. Let's say mansion. Now, you can create that mansion, you see. And if you connect to that true being that you are, therefore, you're going to align that creation. You're going to create this mansion from that true light. And that means that you are overpassing, or is that correct to use? You're overpassing that layer of frequency that is matched with programs, you see. You're not matching with that. That means that you're not aligning with thoughts of money that have this belief and thoughts, and therefore this creates the worries. And this will create to other things like, perhaps you might not trust, you see. Not trusting yourself, not trusting the universe, and that you can have any experience that you want. So see that you're not aligning to that because you're not creating from the layer of that frequency that you have aligned yourself from. But rather, you are aligning with that true light of yourself creating. You are creating from that and aligning with that. And therefore, if you want that mentioned, the money, let's put it here. Money. So money now, you're aligning with that light and you're creating that money that you call from that love and light. And how does it feel to create money from love and light? It feels peace. It feels love. You trust that it is yours. Why? Because money is you. Money is the same love that you are. Everything that you create in these yellow areas is pretty much you from here expanding out, creating through energy, through your frequency. And therefore, there is no a need to feel worries. There is no need to feel that I don't know how it's gonna come. I don't know if it's possible. Because if you are really creating from that light within you, oh, guess what? There is this knowing. That light is that knowing that you wish to create, it is done. And therefore, whatever it needs to happen for you to have the mansion will aligned with the money or with whatever else it needs for you to have that, because it is coming from the same frequency, from the same love and light, you see. Is that clear?
Very good. Yes, very good.
Sure. Now we proceed with other one. Just having a bit of thoughts, that's fine. So the same thing will be with another one, let's say.
Prosperous business? Or?
Yes. So what else? Just think, for example, what else do I want to experience in this reality? I came to Earth. I have a beautiful body. So what are the experiences that I want to have as a creator? A wonderful mansion, now I know. I want abundance of money. How does it feel to create money from that love? Great. What else, you see? What else would I like? Oh, I would love, you see, if it's something material as the mansion, let's say fancy car, you see, or whatever else, it applies in the same way. But you do not need to think that how this is gonna happen, but rather you just know it is done, because if you are this light and you are aware of this light, you know that all the things that you want, that you are creating from that light, therefore it is done because it is you see. Now, let's go back to the programs. We call program those beliefs that you might have. What are the beliefs you have about money? We just mentioned some in there, which there are much more. But let's say now even about something else. About, what else can we say? Even the same thing. As an example of the difference. Mansion. You have the desire of a mansion, but your programs, which is coming from this red frequency, which are programs of worries, not trusting, and so and so. If you are creating from those programs this mansion, then how do you think that might come or it might not come? Because the belief will be there, even questioning that you might not experience that at all, you see. So, yeah. So, she was just thinking a bit, so that's why we stopped.
Okay. That's fine.
So, if you have the programs here and you have learned certain things as, that doesn't seem real for someone like me. Not real for someone like me. I make this much of money, not enough money, let's say. I can't afford that. That's that. Not enough money. I will have to work more. Now ask yourself, where is this coming from? Where is all of this coming from? Which beliefs are associated with this? Which beliefs are there? What did I learn from this frequency that I have been part of, that I have gathered from my external reality? And it's the same thing. It goes back to the lack of, you see, the money, the thoughts about, and the belief, and so on. Can you see then how this will relate to this? Does that make sense?
It does.
So, therefore, we're saying, when people are not aware, when your kind are not aware of that light within themselves and that energy and that create from that, the programs are very useful, let's say, for beings of light in our body to just have an experience, let's say. So let's call these programs by default, okay? So that means if someone comes to Earth, let's say, and they just experience life, they not become aware of that love within, what are the things that are going to be programmed as a default? Those are going to be the beliefs. Let's put around here, belief. Let's put as well what they learned from their peers or family and so and so. What else are the programs? What they might see in the society or what they tell them, you see, what can be real or what it is real and not, let's say. I know that looks a bit small.
No, that's okay.
What else? Need to what else is there? Beliefs are a very important one because that also are related to thoughts. And all of this creates patterns. And when you want something and you have all those beliefs from those frequencies, you are going to create only from those frequencies. So your car, let's say fancy, or just car even. Just car. You want a car, you see. And you have all those beliefs, you are living your life, in other words, you're living your life from this frequency, from these programs. Therefore, if you want a car, and you say, I want a car, then all these programs will come forward and might determine which type of car you will have. Or which type of car someone like you could have. Determine your type of car. And that will be determined on your thoughts, knowing and belief of your according to your money, you see, and what you think of yourself as well. So here we're gonna write knowing or thoughts about your own self. How do you see yourself? I know moving this. We're moving this quite a bit.
That's fine.
So, by saying so, we mean you can live your life in two ways. Either creating from the frequency of those programs and you align with that, or you can create from the frequency of that love and light and align with that and overcome any other programs. What else would you like to have? A prosperous business, let's say, or even a work, your dream job. Work job. Right. And here you want to create abundance of even abundance and freedom. Let's just write that there. And there could be again a card or whatever else. So now let's talk about business or work, your job. So you can either go to work, you can get a job, because where from this frequency, which is related to your external reality, is telling you that you have to. And what do you have to in order to get these things that you want? Perhaps you want a house, let's say, or just to pay your bills or whatever it is. So therefore, it's telling you that in order for you to live in this reality, you need to go and work. And then based on whatever else you got in your belief and thought, you might be able to get a house. You might be able to pay your bills, you see, or you might struggle even to pay your bills, or so and so. So we will say, if I'm creating from that love and light and things, in order for me to get the things I want, to experience the things I want, I might believe that I need money for those things. Then I can look from where I'm aligning. We'll correct that. Then I can see from where I am creating, and what do I think of money in this case. However, there is no need just to focus on money when you desire something, because as the universe works things out, if the money is needed for something, it will be there. But there are other ways that you wish can come. How it can come. Now, we gotta be sidetracked perhaps, but we found that it was needed to explain. Now, let's go back to prosperous business or your job and so. If you really know that you are love and light, you can align with your dream job or with your prosperous business of that you want really. And then that can give you this many satisfactions. Then therefore you can have a happy business. or a happy job, you see, when you are loving it, when you are expressing that love and light that you are, and therefore, as a result, you have happy customers, and you are going to be happy, you see, and you will see the money flowing. There will be a satisfaction of helping others in whatever you do, which means being at service to others too, you see. Now, you want that mansion. Well, guess what? Things could work out. We're not saying that this is the only way. But since you are creating from this true light that you are, and you're creating this prosperous business, therefore, this could align with this money, and then this could align with this mansion, you see? And then you have your fancy car. And this could also align with that, you see. And you want your your abundance and your freedom to travel, freedom to also help others financially and many other ways, you see. Freedom to just sit down and relax and not do things that you do not want to do. Right, so that comes from that too, align with that too, you see. So therefore, see how everything can work out when you are creating from love and light. What else is there that you want to create, you see? Or you want your family to be happy, but truly happy. Guess what? All that also can be created from this light by you giving also and expressing that light to them, you see. And therefore, you are in this layer of love and light, creating from love and light. It comes from here out, you see, regardless of what it is that you want. And it doesn't matter anything else, your programs, and so it will overpass that once you truly know of your power within. Once you truly believe in yourself. Now, the things that are experienced by everyone also you are going to experience that depending from where you are, depending where you are aligning. If you are aligning, well, let's say food, which is such big thing, let's say, for your kind. So you can experience food, everyone does so, but everyone will experience a different way. If you're coming from this frequency, let's say from your human aspect, what you have gathered from your external reality, and you experience that food from this layer, then what are you going to experience? Let's see, you might see that certain food will make you fat, that will make you sick, that you need to eat less of something and more of others, you see. What else will be there? Discomfort. You won't even care too much about that. There won't be that enjoyment as much, you see, because you might not be present, enjoying the beauty of such beautiful experience. Enjoying, what a beautiful experience. Going through the eating process and enjoying the different flavors and so, but rather would be because I have to. You see. You might enjoy every now and then something, but guess what? What other thoughts we can align with? Oh, I really enjoy this ice cream. Oh, but I don't have to eat too much. Oh, because I will make me fat. Because I will get sick and whatever. But the thing with this is that it expands, you see, from one thing, then create other thoughts. And guess what? All of these will be connected to an emotion. Or many, let's say, based on whatever the food it is. Is that clear? Now, but if you know that one of the reasons, say, that you came to Earth, if you want to see it that way, or if you say, since I am here, I'm going to fully take the experience and be present and enjoy it truly and connect with myself and really enjoy that food that I want or that I'm eating. Therefore, your experience will change if you connect from this light that you are. We know it's getting messy. If you connect food with this light within you, that experience will be different, because same as you are creating from that love and light, guess what? You're creating that food experience from that love and light too. Therefore, what is going to happen? You're going to enjoy it. You're going to be happy about it. About that experience, you see, you're going to be grateful, so grateful. And that is the emotion that allows you to enjoy everything in your reality. When you're grateful because you are aware that you are light in a body, let's say. That is your instrument that is allowing you to have such experiences. And the same thing with shelter. If you have worries, if you have certain programs that are as a default, the default things are, if someone comes and is not aware, they can still have a life, they can still have experiences in life, you see, and those programs, as let's put it in one of these, as your beliefs about any subject. Man is one of them, the big one, that's why we put it there. You see, your thoughts, what you learn and so on, so that we say, those are the programs that you still can have, live a life from that, you see. You're going to experience things. This is how it is done. You study, then you work, and then you get certain things if you like. Let's see as an example. So therefore, those programs are there. And the shelter that you will have could depend upon that too. So if you have those programs and you align with that, guess what? Therefore, your shelter will also be according to, or your house, whatever, it will be according to what you believe that someone like you can have. Let's say, because you are thinking, I earn this much, or this, or I've got this, or I got this career, you see. I got this job, and this job will provide me to have this kind of house, you see. Even though I want this house, a mansion. So therefore, can you see how from one can relate to the other? But it might not be as obvious, let's say, because you can be dormant, or you can be immersed on your own thoughts, which means you immerse on this layer, which is not only thoughts, but you immerse on that red frequency. This is a frequency, and this frequency aligns with all this frequency, this layer from which you create your reality, that it is not creating from love and light. And that layer is aligned with worries, with not trusting, with only focusing on what you see now, you see. So, and all of these things that anyone experiencing that reality will you will see that as well, very different, let's say differently from depending from where you are creating. Because even though these are programs, you are also creating from them, you see. So you might not know that you are a creator, but you're still creating from those layers, because your focus is in whatever you have gathered from this frequency. So what we are teaching through these two beings is to allow yourself that light to fully come forward and overpass this frequency and say, thank you, but I do not need that. Yes, there are certain things that I might keep with me because I think that is okay, you see. There's just certain facts about food. Doesn't mean that it is real, but I like them because it makes sense for me that if I believe something will make me fat, I might enjoy it still, but I'm not gonna have a lot of it. Therefore, that would allow me to have a bit of self-control, which is not like you need it, but because it is up to you. But if it's there and you want to take it, you take it, you see. But you're able to decide rather than just create from that, because this is what's happening. This frequency will always align with this, will always align. So that means when you are in that frequency, you're always creating from that frequency, regardless if you're thinking of mansion, money, and so and so. But if you do not trust yourself, know that you are a creator, know that it is well, let's say up to you to allow yourself to fully experience that reality in the way that you really want, you see. Therefore, you are creating from your programs. And you are aligning yourself with frequencies of those programs. So money sometimes might come, you see, from those programs. Yes, you can have all of that and money still might come. But how is money coming? Perhaps because you have learned that money comes in a hard way. You're getting the money through hard work. You're getting the money through a fluctuation of emotions, getting angry, getting this, you see, doing things that you do not want to do, but you think that you have to. Things that you not want to do, but you think that you have to do, you see, because this is how it is done. I have to wake up early to go to work in a job that I don't like, but it's okay money, and I just have to do it because it is how it's done. Well, let us tell you that in reality there is not like that. However, it is like that if you believe it is. So therefore, having that awareness that you can create, that there is no need to align with this fully. Only if you wish to, of course, then you can create from that. But there is more, and that is why we are here, and that is why we are communicating through these instruments, to say, to let you know that you are this. And this is more powerful, this light, it is more powerful than any program that you might have. And those programs are just there. Let's say you can see them as in case you're not aware. You still have you still experience a reality. Oh, but wouldn't it be better if you experience that reality fully, just how you really want it to be? From that light, if you really experience the things that you want, and you express love at all time by creating from that love and light, and creating from that there is space, but that can be filled up with whatever desires you kind have, of course. You are expressing love by creating and having your fancy car, your house, your family all reunite or happy, with no problems. Let's say that is your desire, having your freedom and abundance and a prosperous business, or your dream job, and be in control of your reality and be really happy, you see. What a great experience. All of that you are expressing love and light. And light.
HT. GHT.
She got nervous and forgot for a moment.
It's okay.
You are expressing love and light in many forms. Because a mansion is a form, a man is a form, even though you might see it or not see it, you see, and just see the numbers or so. Having the freedom is another form. Expressing that through laughter, through smiling, and so, that is another form, you see. Any way that you allow yourself to express love and light, you are connected, therefore, to the Creator, to everything that is, because that mansion is you, that car it's you, your family, your job, dream job, anything that you create, how you see nature. If you connect nature, if you see nature from the true light that you are, and appreciate your earth, and you appreciate your trees and your environment, your air, the breeze, the ocean, everything around you, your objects, your clothes, everything that you experience, when you create from that light, you are expressing that you are, which is love and light. You are expressing that in many forms, and you are in charge, and you are saying, here I am as a creator creating. And so it is.
Thank you so much.
we know that there were few words there that perhaps were not say fully.
Everything was fine. Everything was wonderful. Thank you so
It's
much.
just that as we give the thoughts and it comes, she at this moment, she doesn't think, but as the energy is converted in a faster rate, some words might, well, it might take sometimes a bit of time to say something,
Yes.
and then it feels the rush, you
Yes.
see.
Yes.
It's not like we're rushing, but it gets a bit
It was
makes
excellent.
up.
It was excellent.
She feels that. She feels that rush of like, we're just trying to explain for everyone to know. So she feels that. So sometimes perhaps as the next word is ready, and she's just allowing that thought and idea to flow and flow and flow and flow, something feels that is a bit behind, you see, and it's sort of catching up with that same speed of that energy that is coming through and converting into words.
It must be tricky while writing at the same time.
Because she has no thought what this has been going on. And when she has some thought, we have stop, as we have said.
Yes, that's fine. That's all great. But that was wonderful, and that has helped us already from a few weeks ago when you first explained that, and it's going to help many, many people if they follow that. It gives a very clear idea of how it works, the creation from love and light, and the result of that compared to from those thoughts or beliefs and programming. There's a big difference there, and it's very clear to see that from what you've done there. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. If you would like us to explain this further, we can do so, or give more examples, or if any being have a question, we're more than happy to answer it.
Sure. Yes, we'll certainly.
Even if it might be a bit more specific, as it might be more related to them.
Yes.
You see.
Yes, happy to help.
To the situations that they might be living.
Yes. Yes, that's wonderful to be able to do that. Thank you for that. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so thank you very much. Do you have anything more to say, or?
We can compare both drawings.
It's the other one. There we go. Yes.
Well, bit of a mess, both of them, but yours is certainly more clearer.
I understood this one when you did it, when you were doing it, but I didn't video it. So if I had a video of that, I still would have understood this very well because I did at the time. But I just thought of creating something for a starting point for today, so you wouldn't have to draw it all out.
That is fine.
I'll frame this one. This the first one. I love it.
Yes. Just remember that being in such play. We'll say that again. It is wonderful to be in such place at this moment in time. And we say that because we observe your kind and we provide our thoughts and knowing through beings like this instrument. Our knowing of that we are, and see how your kind are integrating more with that light within is magnificent to see. To know and appreciate that your reality is such a beautiful place to create many forms, to create from that love and light in many forms, with no labels, but rather because you want the experience. That is wonderful. Remember of that mansion, money, card, whatever else it is, travel, around the world, or jobs, or whatever it is. You might see them as labels, you see. Oh, you call this a mansion because it's big. And you call this just a house because it seemed more normal, you see. And therefore you refer and you put in a label there. Small is this, big is this, you see. But really, it's just a label. Because from the creator point of view, you want to experience that. And so it is. You can. Because there is no labels in no form. There is no labels in that light that you are. It loves everything that you experience, even where beings are not aware of who they are. The light within you will also take the experience from those frequencies, or from those programs, let's say. It will take the experience and also will be thankful for it, because it is here. Experience that 3D reality, you see. However, knowing that there is much more, knowing that you are actually creating this, and that you can change that creation to be what you really desire from that love, because when it is from that love, it will be, or it is, as you wish, and you are going therefore to experience those things from that you are truly, which means feeling the emotions of happiness, feeling grateful, feeling content, appreciating life, your family, your people around you, and so, you see. You can create the same thing from other frequencies too, but as it is connected to the, let's say, outer layer of you, or let's say your human aspect. Therefore, those things might come but might not be as enjoyable, let's say, as you might want. Or you might align to something else as well in the process of getting that too. Because remember, your thoughts, belief, whatever else, your labels that you have, doesn't only apply to one aspect. It relates to others. Same if you have here, let's say, health, you see, and then money, and then something else there. And then in order to get this, you might align to, oh, I work too much, I feel this way, and therefore you end up feeling sick, or so and so, you see, whatever it is. So therefore, to truly allow yourself to experience light within you, to be expressed out of you, as in this, out of you, will say to connect and to know the truth within you, to feel that light, to trust that you might not see it, but when you know it's there, you experience your life truly from that love and light, and you see how different it is, because you aligned to different emotions as well. It feels good. It feels peace. It feels love. And there is no worries, as you know that you are in charge.
Yes.
And so it is.
Yes. And that was another point you made the first time, like you said here with the mansion, it's not real. Sometimes we think, I can't see how it's going to come. And it's not our job to be thinking about how anything here that we manifest is going to come. We need to just leave that alone. And if we find ourselves thinking about that, then we're not trusting enough.
If you find that yourself, you might be aligning to this layer.
Yes.
To this frequency, because those thoughts are coming from things that you have gathered from this frequency.
Yes.
Where you learn that you need to feel the control from where things are coming. How, when I'm getting this.
Yes.
How am I gonna get this? I don't see how. But there is not a need to see how, but just know that it is there.
Yes.
And that the how, it is already done to.
Mm.
And what a nice way to get that you want to, isn't it?
Mm.
A beautiful surprise.
Yes.
It might be even something that how you might have expected to happen.
Mm.
And it could be something that you never thought about it.
Yes.
You see.
Yes. Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. It's very, very clearly explained, and I'll be watching this lots of times to remind myself.
Thank you. If we need to clarify, we're more than happy to do so.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Okay, well, we'll leave that for today. Thank you. I'm very appreciative of that. It was a wonderful video, and we'll talk again soon.
We are the Galactic Federation of Love and Light. Thank you for allowing us to share our knowing through this instrument.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you to share our knowing in the ways that we find that are convenient or suitable at this time. Thank you.
Thank you very much again.
We'll leave you for now.